We were talking about crushes as children. Turns out Roberto's.
That's not weird at all.
That's not weird at all, but that's what we were talking about. Yeah. All I'm saying is, Boy Meets World, Topanga. That was mine. Who was yours, Cam?
The boy.
The boy. Oh, Savage. Ben Savage.
Is it?
Well, that's the real name.
But the character you play, yeah.
I don't remember the character.
Oh.
See, I said the character. Anyway, this isn't weird at all, is it? Can we start this over? If you know me, actually, you know that I love awkward moments. So let's let's.
Corey.
Corey, yeah.
Okay.
Let's revel in this.
Okay.
Good afternoon. That's what we're doing while Cam's working on the forecast. I've been bouncing around doing other things. Marie, how are you? Good afternoon. It is so. Let's move into weather, shall we? It is beautiful outside. Here's a look at our Melbourne camera. Look at that watercolor. My goodness gracious. It is just beautiful outside, right? Let's head over to Tavares. Also, look at that. Where do I want to be right now? On that pontoon boat with the air just breezing on through. I love it. It's just gorgeous outside. Downtown Orlando, you're looking mighty fine as well. Let's head over to New Smyrna Beach. Disappearing Island, looking pretty good. And then down to the tourist district. Ah, yes, also looking very, very nice. It is a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, right? Temperatures looking good. We're in the mid 80s right now, 84 degrees in Orlando, 82 degrees in Ocala, upper 70s, lower 80s. Looking good. Jennifer says, it's nice, but could be 10 degrees colder. I would concur. I would concur with that. The problem is the winds are shifting around. Kind of light and variable. Haven't really had a cold front, but look at that. There's a cold front on the horizon. Too bad it's not going to do a lot to us. Oh well. Pleasant evening for us ahead. Temperatures in the lower 80s. We'll get into the mid 70s by 9 o'clock and continue down little by little by little. It's going to be gorgeous. Sharon says, nice day, but getting warmer. It is getting warmer. Yeah. For tonight, it's not warm. It's actually quite average, which in Central Florida is not too bad. 64 degrees in the city to wake up in the morning, 62 degrees in Leesburg, upper 50s in the Villages, 60 degrees Palm Coast, 57 in Ocala. Not too bad. Now, when we look at the overall weather pattern, this afternoon and evening, we'll be watching this cold front, which, by the way, there are tornado watches posted for parts of the deep south. As that cold front moves into our area, though, it kind of loses all of its juice. It loses all of its energy and all of its chill. So as it moves through, we'll get a couple of showers, but not too much more. Yeah. And then continuing through Thursday into Friday, that front fades, and we start to watch our next storm system marching in our direction. But at this hour, there's the overall satellite and radar, and like I mentioned, tornado watch in effect for, what is that? That's Mississippi. Nah, it's like Alabama. Yeah, it's more Alabama than anything. Yeah, so down here there's a tornado watch in effect. Thankfully, that is not going to be any threat to us, but we do want to make sure that our friends and family up that way are aware that this is going to be a particularly stormy afternoon for them. All right. By the way, there is a level 2 risk for strong to severe storms up that direction. Basically, out of all the storms that move through, several of them could get a little nastier. Dylan says hurricane in the Gulf next week, question mark. Well, let's talk a little bit about the tropics. And here's where we're at in terms of things to watch. There are 3 areas to monitor. Invest 94 near Bermuda, losing its opportunity to develop tropically. There's another kind of stagnant old frontal boundary out over the Bahamas that's trying to bubble up, 30% chance of that developing over the next 5 days' time, and then a 20% likelihood that a little piece of energy moving into the Caribbean gets its act together. But of course, that's just what we're watching right now. Let's look over to the computer model. This is the GFS, and we're just going to roll through time here. And blues lowered pressure, maybe something trying to develop out near Bermuda. This is Friday, 18Z, so that would be Friday kind of early afternoon, all right? You can see it doesn't really move much, but what's interesting is if it does this, it could throw some decent wave action our way. That's Monday, it's Halloween. I would imagine that if that does try to bubble up there, it would throw some wave action. And I would also imagine it would drop our temperature at least a little bit.
Maybe some
yeah, some subtle.
Yes, I actually do have Monday about a degree warmer than Sunday.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go. All right, so there's that. Then we roll through, and then watching the Caribbean. There's the GFS doing its bonkers thing. Let's just go through time. Blowing something up, and then it's recurving it out. You know, if this time of year, it's tough to get a landfalling tropical system in the United States unless you get it into the Gulf. You know, but if it's in the Caribbean, it's going to usually want to kind of recurve and do its thing. So we'll have to watch, you know. But you can see the GFS does its goofy thing. And then there's more lowered pressure. Yeah, so there's that. European, by the way.
Yeah, we can start seeing some of those waves early as Sunday. Actually.
Sunday into Monday for the
Just
waves,
wave
yeah.
watch, yeah.
Giddy up. Let's look at the European. Still running, so it doesn't go out as far. All right, let's look at the GFS ensembles. Stand by. If you're not familiar what an ensemble is essentially just like 51 flavors of the GFS model here. But what it does is it gives us the opportunity to see what multiple versions of the model is showing. So right here, for example, let's just put this up for now. You kind of see some of those low members that are sitting there off the East Coast, something trying to get going around Halloween and then lift to the north. And then look into the Caribbean there, you can kind of see some little L's. Yeah, not a ton of indicators. By the end it is, yeah, like November 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. One thing to point out, even though that's happening, it keeps being at the end of the model and it doesn't like shift in. So it's like the GFS is doing what it did early hurricane season. It keeps trying to think of something down there and then it doesn't come to fruition. So we'll see. Yukon's asking, is that Cam in the background with the soothing voice? Cam with the soothing
that's
sounds
nice.
of Cam Tran. You ever think of doing it like a jazz radio station?
I don't know.
This is Cam Tran, everybody.
Yeah, thanks. I put everyone to sleep.
No, I like it. What are you gonna do? I don't know. I like it. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Like it, don't like it. It's what you got. Sorry. All right, so let's talk about the next 7 days, shall we? A couple of showers for your Wednesday and Thursday as that next front kind of works into our direction. And then temperatures are kind of leveled off a little bit into the weekend and into next week. Halloween, by the way, first look, not too bad. But what about this? Oh, you can't see it. There, now you can see the 7. Idiot Burris. 7-day forecast, couple of showers Wednesday, Thursday, pretty nice through the weekend. What about, though, Halloween in specifics? I just saw meteorologist Cam Tran put that forecast together. Uh-oh.
Do a little sneak peek.
Are you going to, I'm not showing it on TV. I'm not showing it on Coffee
I'll
Talk.
show it tonight.
You're going to show it on
Or this
TV.
afternoon, yeah.
So Cam's going to have the Halloween, the trick-or-treat forecast at 4 o'clock. You got to tune in for that. Surfer treating on Monday, Brian says. Oh, tough. Debbie's asking, are we going to get dating advice this afternoon? Cam needs to add to it. So Cam,
What? So you don't want dating advice?
listen, this morning we were discussing kissing on the first date.
Hello.
There's Cam. I said I never was a
No.
kiss on the first date guy.
Yeah, not me either.
I did, yeah, I just didn't want to ever make anybody uncomfortable.
Yeah. And
Like-
plus, if it's not, especially if it's like a blind date or kind
Well,
of a
right,
setup
right.
or-
Because it's like it's one thing to get the side hug, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's not even a real
Hug
hug.
is cool.
Huh?
Hug is okay.
I think a hug is fine.
Yeah.
And then you read body like either way. So Cam,
Make them stick around for that second.
that's what I'm saying. Make them stick around for the second date. So Cam's in line, okay? Coffee Talk, you just never know where this train's gonna fly off the tracks. Every day, baby. Listen, thank you for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for Coffee Talk. Halloween forecast, though, spooky or not, we'll see. 4 o'clock, meteorologist Cam Tran, and at 5 with the chief, Tony Manolfi. Oh, Linda's asking, what did the consultant say? Suits, and I have to pick up my pants. Have we talked about this on Coffee Talk? I can't even remember. I need to pick up my pants. We'll talk more about it tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. Just remind me, okay, Linda? All right. Be the sunshine. See y'all later.